SPD World's Strongest Man final. What a show it's going to be. It all begins with this, the first event, the Rain Total Body Fuel Shield Carry.
Very simple, you just have to lift up this 430-pound shield in a bear hug style and try and carry it down a 20-meter, 66-foot course, turn around, come back, and just keep going.
4 times World's Strongest Man.
Well, a familiar face, of course.
The United States.
Classic American strongman, Brian Shaw, 4-time World's Strongest Man, looking for a 5th.
In his 15th final, his wife watching on.
Mathew Ragg.
Up against, well, first time in the final, the New Zealander, Ragg.
What a moment for him. Up against a true legend, arguably the GOAT of strongman. He will be the greatest of all time, Brian Shaw, if he can kick this off well and carry on and take another victory, a 5th title. So far, so good. As he's chosen to wear a belt. Mathew Ragg not wearing one. It's hard to say whether it'll help you or not. There's our referee, Dave Warner, signaling they've crossed the line. Shaw slowing down.
Crossed the line in a good way, of course, but yes, Shaw is slowing down with this horribly awkward, cumbersome shield. Ragg drops it.
Well, when 430 pounds goes, it just goes, especially slippy metal. Shaw just about at the line there.
Absolutely, it is measured from the furthest point of the shield away from the line. How did Ragg do? 37.65.
Let's hear it from
Brian Shaw. 39.1 metres, puts him, of course, in the lead.
It's difficult for Shaw and Ragg. The first two to come out, they don't know how far the others are going to go. They've just got to go for it. He certainly set off at a good pace, Shaw. He's in the lead.
Representing the United States.
So another American.
Singleton.
Singleton. Tried for so many years to get into the final. First time in the final.
Luke Stoltman.
Up against, well, a vet of sorts. The Highland Oak, Luke Stoltman.
3 times 7th place in the final. In some ways, he's underachieved when he's made the final before. Are you ready? His brother, of course, is 2 times champion in this final as well. But these two men are both brilliant at this event. Fascinating to see who's got the better conditioning here.
Very similar techniques from both men. Stoltman finding his breath now, the tricky turn.
Yes, I think only Brian Shaw and Tom Stoltman can get their arms all the way around this. The rest of them just have to cling on as best they can. Singleton comes towards the second marker. That's 40 metres for him. So too Stoltman.
Well, both men reduced to a sort of waddle. Singleton's down, Stoltman as well. Who got furthest? Well, Singleton.
Yes, that early work by really sprinting ahead paid off.
44.62 metres. The mighty Scot. And Singleton very happy with that. 48.3 metres.
Well, you know, there are even fitter men than these two, especially the Ukrainians, and they're still warming up.
Well, 4 strong performances from some of the best strongmen ever to walk the planet. 6 more to go. The continuation of the Rain Total Body Fuel Shield Carry when we're back on the SPD World's Strongest Man presented by Rogue.
CBS Sports Spectacular 2023 SPD World's Strongest Man on CBS Sports is sponsored by SPD, proudly supporting the world's strongest athletes. Visit Myrtle Beach, 60 miles of where you belong. Connect, beyond maximum security. And by Rogue, don't weaken.
Welcome back. Well, 6 more athletes to compete in this event, beginning with Tom Stoltman.
Representing Great Britain, Tom
the world's strongest man.
2 times world's strongest man, reigning champion.
Up against,
representing Canada,
this man
Mitchell
is just
Hooper.
incredibly impressive. Mitchell Hooper.
He's won so many events since his 8th place last year here at WSM. One of the favourites this year for sure, Mitchell Hooper.
Well, this weather, much more reminiscent of the Highlands of Scotland than South Carolina.
Yes, for sure. It's been so hot all week. In some ways it's blessed relief, but when the rain comes, it is a bit worrying for them. What's their grip going to be like? At the moment is Big Tom and those 6'8" steps. Oh, Hooper tries to get it higher. It nearly cost him, though. It could have slipped right out of his grip. And he's well behind now as the big Yin carries on.
Stoltman almost literally running away with this one. As Hooper turns.
Oh, he's just lost his grip with his fingers there, Stoltman. He was trying to hang on. Now he's like the rest of them, and it's gone down! Over 3 lengths, though.
Well, he's pretty confident.
Hooper still plugging away, though. This guy is as tough as old boots. I've never seen a competitor quite like him. Could he pull this off?
Oh, this would be a bit of a slap in the face to Stoltman. Oh, he's done it. And Stoltman can't believe it.
You've got to be kidding me. I thought he was going to go down after one leg. What a fight.
Stoltman!
Great work from Tom Stoltman. May have been overconfident, may have underestimated this man. Mitchell, super, Hooper.
63 and 64 meters. Hooper, well, it's torn us in the hair, isn't it? It's not how you get there, but where you finish. Great result for him.
Goodness me, 64.8 then.
Representing Ukraine.
And that sets quite the challenge for this Ukrainian Kordiyaka. First time here.
Representing
We're going head-to-head with this man. Well, what a battler this guy is. Trey Mitchell. He won't be intimidated by that from Hooper. He will see that as a welcome challenge.
Well, he's wildly strong. Hey, he can get his arms all the way around as well. He is 6'4". I always think of him as being a shorter athlete. It's because he's so stocky at nearly 400 pounds. But Kordiyaka, in many ways, he's the decathlete of the bunch. He's Europe's strongest man. He's fit. He's exceptionally fast. He's missed the line.
Yeah, he missed the line there. What will that mean?
Well, he won't get counted for one of the lengths. That's what it'll mean. And he's so quick. This is an awesome performance. It might not actually matter if he can do another couple of lengths. My goodness, he's jogging with 430 pounds.
Well, the speed and strength of Kordiyaka just beaten, though. And Trey Mitchell, almost like he was given permission to drop it there.
Well, Mitchell's basically a half a length or even a full length behind, but I think he's going to go ahead in the end. I do not think he touched that line, and if he didn't, then he's going to lose that first length. That's basically a 20-meter penalty he's just suffered.
Well, that's a real shame for the Ukrainian.
Pavlo Kordiyaka.
It would have been 66 meters.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Trey Mitchell.
Good showing for the American, 50.83, puts him currently in third. And having watched Kordiyaka's mistake, his fellow Ukrainian, Novikov, steps up to the plate. Looking quite gladiatorial this year.
He's a fierce character. He's only 6'1", 300 pounds, just over, smallest guy in the final.
Africa,
but he's tough.
Jaco Schoonwinkel.
As is Schoonwinkel, first time in the final.
Yes, the South African farmer. He's a real surprise to have in the final, but as he was a surprise in the heats, he could do something very special here. He's got massive arms, that's for sure, and he's away first.
He's away very quickly. Novikov struggling to lift that shield.
I can't believe it, it's 6'1". Oh, Schoonwinkel's gone down, crikey.
Medic out.
And they're calling for medics as Novikov maintains his focus on that difficult turn.
I think Schoonwinkel's okay, he didn't crush anything, that's the good news. And, well, let's focus our attention on this man, the world's strongest man of 2020. Goes towards that second line, he's now pipped past Brian Shaw, heading up towards the 60-meter mark. Oh, goodness me, he's leaning well backwards there. Hard to watch this.
It's very difficult to watch. This can't go on.
Oh, he's gone to a second phase. He's thought of everything, Novikov.
Goodness me, I haven't seen a shift like that. Every step here.
He's using every single muscle, hamstrings, quads. He gets another few inches.
Goodness me. Well, what a battler.
Gentlemen, put your hands together
Just
for
the embodiment
Oleksii
of determination,
Novikov.
and he sneaks ahead of Trey Mitchell in the
And
third.
show your appreciation
Schoonwinkel.
for Jaco Schoonwinkel.
I mean, did he black out there?
Yes, it certainly looked like it. That was part of it anyway. This weight is crushing down on the diaphragm. His legs start to wobble. He just couldn't hang on any longer, and luckily, nothing was under the shield.
But it was the Canadians' event. Mitchell Hooper, 64.8 metres, and he's with James and Eddie now.
Mitchell, that was quite extraordinary seeing you. You began to lose your grip, and maybe I think a lot of us thought you had a couple more meters left in you, but you made it to the turn. You saw what Tom had done, and you were able to push past that.
Yeah, look, it's invaluable to have a mark to beat. And when I heard, I thought I was pretty much done as well. But when I heard Tom's shield drop, you sort of got to go for it. And there's 3 or 4 layers in which you can hold on. You got the original grip, then you got it down in your wrist, you've got your hands around the side. And I certainly used every little bit of grit and a little bit of side shuffle to get there. But Tom is so fast, and to my benefit, I couldn't keep up with him. And having that mark is really helpful.
Eddie, how difficult was it, those final meters for Mitchell, when the shield's beginning to bang against his legs?
I can imagine they were very difficult. I've been there myself in the past, and I know how much that hurts. But as you say, having that target to go for, I don't think it was an intentional thing to do either, going slower than Tom. I think Tom is just that fast.
Mitch, any comment on that?
Yeah, 100% accurate, yeah. To be honest, after the first turn, I had to readjust the shield because it was slipping, so I was a bit nervous from about 25 meters. But, you know, I proved last year that there's not a whole lot to be happy about right now. I won the first event in the finals last year. I ended up 8th, so I certainly have more good events to come, but there's not a whole lot to celebrate at the moment.
Okay, Mitchell Hooper doing Mitchell Hooper things. Congratulations, our early leader in the finals.
Well, keeping his feet on the ground, but kicking things off with a bang, taking the first event, carrying for 64.8 metres. Hooper. Our reigning champ, Tom Stoltman, still with a strong start, falls just behind him, 63.15 metres, and a lot more competition to come. Next, in fact, an event that can quickly separate the strongest from the amateurs, the Kanak deadlift, when we return to the SBD World's Strongest Man, presented by Rogue.